This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP Network.
Welcome to episode 4 of the Taste of Universal podcast. I'm your host, Kayla, and joining me are my co-hosts, Kelly.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Who
you.
was that? Was that Shelby singing
Yeah, sorry.
as well?
I said I wouldn't do it by myself, so I just figured I'd join Kelly.
And Tracy.
Hey, happy birthday.
Whose birthday is it? It's mine.
Yay.
Woo. So yeah, everyone, on April 8th, on the day this is released, so I'm a little early in recording, but in real time, if you're listening, it's my birthday. So hopefully I'm having a great day. I'm a big birthday person. I don't know if y'all are, but how's everyone else? What are you guys up to?
For me, it's just uni because it's coming to the end of my my time at uni. I'm about to graduate, so
Wow.
crazy busy and
Crazy.
yeah, work on this fiction dissertation and yeah.
That's amazing.
You'll need a celebratory meal at Universal soon.
Absolutely.
Yep, that sounds like a special occasion to me.
Yes.
I'm good. I'm on spring break this week, so I am very relaxed and chill and ready to talk about my favorite place. So
Amazing. Shelby?
I just came back from the park, actually. I ran over there really quick after I got off work for like an hour. So I went to go get some treats. It was actually pretty dead and the weather is beautiful today. There's no sun. So hallelujah. That's weird coming from someone who lives in Florida, but it's almost never not sunny. So
Yeah.
I'll take it.
yeah, I feel like the parks have been surprisingly quiet. I mean,
They
this is
have.
the middle. Like I expected the crowds to be insane, so I only have the power pass. So even though I'm in Florida visiting family, I can't go to Universal because my pass is blocked out. And I kept telling myself, like, it's fine. I don't want to be there when it's that busy. And then when I look and see Hagrid's at 45 minutes, I'm like,
I know.
well, now I'm bummed. But it's been a great trip overall. Just enjoying the Florida sunshine.
I was just in Florida, so I went with my friend to Mardi Gras. Was it a couple of weeks ago? I was seeing a lot of lines and I was nervous, but we used Early Park. And we went, so I forget if we talked about it on here. I know a lot of people have talked about it. So if Early Park, if it starts at 8, I told my friend, so she hasn't been, I think, since 2017, and we were only going for a day and a half. So we were very much in a let's do all we can to like get all the rides. And she hadn't been on many. I can like go on a whole podcast episode of this trip because she thought the Mummy was 3D and she gets a little sick on 3D. So she had never ridden it.
Oh my gosh.
No.
And by the end of the trip, I'm like, oh, we haven't ridden Mummy. And she's like, yeah, 3D. And I'm like, no. And I sneak her over and we ride and she's like, I'm so sad. That was my first time riding. And I'm like, I'm sad for you. I was sad when you thought it was 3D. So anyway, the point, it was not a chill trip necessarily. And I told her, like, let's aim to be there by 7:15 every day. We're both early birds, so it was honestly really easy. And I could not recommend enough. And we went on 2 concert days. It never got like as crazy as I thought it was going to be, but it still got pretty crowded by noon. We were just walking. We walked right onto Hagrid's.
Oh, wow.
Then
That's
walked
beautiful.
onto Velocicoaster right after. She had never ridden that, so that was really fun. And then it was, I think, like I said, like we were pretty much just walking right on things until like 11 or 12 on a concert day. So yeah, I loved the Mardi Gras food.
Yay.
I thought it was incredible. Everything I had was awesome. And I posted it on our Instagram.
You really got into your Mardi Gras food. That
You
was
really
a
did.
3-dimensional, all 5 senses experience when you sent us those videos.
The shrimp took a turn. I never thought.
Yeah.
I never thought when ordering that dish. And that was like my first, and I was like, I should just stop here. Like clearly, I'm here for the podcast life, not the vlog life. So yeah, I'm sorry, Tracy, that you will not get to experience it. But my hope is that, I mean, if this year was what it was, that like next year and beyond, it's just gonna keep getting better, because
Yeah,
I was just so blown away. So next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I know I talked about this a little bit on the last episode, but I was just so impressed with Mardi Gras in general, again, that I know we've said this before, but that everything to do with it is included in your park admission, that nothing is an extra ticket. Nothing is, and just, it changes the entire atmosphere of the park. Kayla, did you get to see the parade?
I loved the parade. I'm not a parade person. And I saw the parade.
Like
I
me.
loved the parade. And the people, and they come out earlier, because I was going to say, Kelly, to go with what you were saying, like, what are they called? Like the actors and the people in the parade and the different costumes.
Like performers and yeah.
They're so fun.
Yes.
Like they're more fun than any parade people I've ever met. And I meet a lot of parade people. I met a lot of parade people in the Christmas parade.
Oh, okay. Universal parade people. I thought you met parade people just in general life, that you just know a lot
Me
of
too.
parade people.
So
No,
specifically
no.
universal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I love Christmas parade people, but they just bring a different energy to Mardi Gras parade. And I love them. And I love the shrimps. The people dressed up as shrimps.
Oh, yes.
I really might be that for Halloween this year.
I love that
Absolutely.
idea.
That'll be our
Mardi Gras
first video
shrimp.
podcast. We'll show up in costume.
Oh my god.
Brilliant.
All right. Do we want to move on to appetizer?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's do it.
So our appetizer will be food news. Kelly, do you want to start off? Do you have any food news from Universal?
Yes. So it is Butterbeer season. New limited Butterbeer treats have started arriving in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Orlando. From March 15th through April 30th, guests can purchase special Butterbeer offerings. These include Butterbeer caramels, a Butterbeer ice lolly, aka popsicle, and a souvenir silver Butterbeer stein. The caramels are butterscotch caramel with white chocolate coating, and they can be found at Sugar Plums in Diagon Alley and Honeydukes in Hogsmeade. And apparently they have been selling out in the early afternoon every day, so go early to try out this new treat. And as of recording, the Butterbeer popsicles have not been seen in the parks yet, but will probably debut the minute that we finish here. So thanks to Miss Wizarding World on Instagram for all the details on that information.
The caramels are beautiful.
They're huge.
They look so good.
They look so rich. Like I feel like they would pull my teeth out if I didn't. Like they look so sweet and so chewy.
Butterbeer popsicles sound really good. I was trying to think of like what I would want in this Butterbeer season, and I didn't know I needed a Butterbeer popsicle.
I'm still on the fence about that one.
I've still not tried the vegan Butterbeer. It just has not worked out. I know. The times that I've been there,
We
it just
have to
has
get
not
together and have
worked
one.
out. I know. So I've tried frozen Butterbeer without the topping, and I didn't really like it, but I don't like cream soda.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Mm.
I'm team pumpkin juice all the way, but I need to try it for real Butterbeer and get a foam mustache and all that jazz. But
The frozen's better than the regular without the topping, but at the same time, they're all just really, really sweet. So if you're not like a really, really sweet person, even though I eat a lot of sugary things, it's still like not for me.
yeah,
I'd rather have a tongue-tying lemon squash any day than Butterbeer. Unfortunately, I wish I liked it more.
Am I wrong for thinking that a butterscotch caramel stuck in a Butterbeer soft serve, like a flake? Do you have flakes over there? Like a chocolate stick in your ice cream. It's a very common thing here in 99. But yeah, a butterscotch caramel in a Butterbeer soft serve. I think that would be, yes, I'd be a happy girl.
You really like the soft serve, right, Tracy?
I do.
Is that your favorite butterbeer?
That's my favorite butterbeer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of butterbeer. I am definitely team pumpkin juice.
Oh my God. We're the weirdest. We'd probably be the only universal food podcast group that doesn't go nuts over butterbeer. So butterbeer season isn't for us, but it's for our listeners because most people love butterbeer.
Definitely is for our listeners.
Well, if anyone wants to review those things for us specifically, who A, can eat those things and B, likes to eat any of those things, please let us know so we can play your recording of your review or on the podcast or something.
Yeah. All right. Want to move on to some Mel's Drive-In news?
Yes. We announced last episode that Circus McGurkus reopened with a fresh paint job and new menu, and Mel's Drive-In is now following suit. Mel's has reopened after a 7-month closure with a new interior and new menu. There you can get burgers with a gluten-free bun, a vegan chili dog, and vegan chili cheese fries and salads. And I believe they have milkshakes and other things like that, and pies too, right?
The desserts are classic chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry milkshakes, and there are 3 pies: strawberry lemonade, cookies and cream, and apple pie. Yeah,
Kill for a vegan apple pie.
I can't partake in the pies, but they look delicious. They just look like they belong. Like it makes it feel more themed there with the pies.
Yeah, it feels more authentic.
Yeah.
Shelby, did you get to try either of the vegan options?
Yes. Yeah, I've had them both.
How are they?
I was there on opening day for that one, thankfully.
Okay.
Did you get to see a ceremony or anything this time?
They didn't really do it at Mel's. So I was there for when Minions Cafe opened, and the team members were there like saying bello and clapping and doing all the things. It was really cute. And then I know they obviously did that at Circus McGurkus. I wasn't there at opening, but I went later. Mel's, they didn't really do it. Like the team members were welcoming everyone in, but they weren't doing like their clapping ceremony that they normally do, which I was a little sad about.
Yeah.
But the vegan options are really good. People were commenting on my pictures and saying that like the chili dog looks sad because of how it was assembled. And I'm like, well, but this is fast food, so I'm not holding presentation against them at all. And I've heard a lot of people talking about the vegan chili, like the non-vegan chili is not where it's at. It's the vegan chili, which is amazing.
Multiple sources have said that they like the vegan chili
right
better, which it's lentil based. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love lentil chili.
Same.
That would be so good.
Definitely in then.
Yeah, and I double checked. I was disappointed actually when I was writing out these notes and I wrote the vegan chili fries because I was thinking about getting something from Mel's, and then I was like, I'm not really in the mood for a burger. I'm eating a lot of the Mardi Gras food, and then I saw and I was like, oh, maybe it's not gluten free, but the vegan chili fries are gluten free.
They are because they didn't use a faux meat or a vegan meat. Sorry. Mm-hmm. So that's exciting.
Next time I will try those. And I'm glad you like them, Shelby.
Me too. I would recommend anyone try them, but also maybe bring some floss because I had poppy seeds all stuck in my teeth after eating that. I'm like, guys, the poppy seed bun is great, but it's not good for my teeth.
Yeah.
I was like walking around with my hand over my mouth the rest of the time that I was there. I'm like, please don't anyone look at me.
I think I heard too that the vegan chili dog is a lot cheaper than the other options. Is that right?
While you're finding that, I can say, so we mentioned Huckleberry Ice Cream in a previous episode at Florian's, and I got it at my last trip. I found out, one of my friends said that it was difficult to find and that they were hearing and they were like, oh, I've heard that it's rarely there. And then there was rumor of maybe they were moving it to the new Trolls. I think there's gonna be an ice cream booth in the new Trolls land. So anyway, that they said they had it, it's on the menu, but most people have been having trouble getting it. When I ordered it, or I asked, I'm like, oh, do you have Huckleberry? They said, oh yeah, but it's in the back. And then they had to get it in the back. So I'm curious if people thought it wasn't there, if they didn't see it in the front display. So just make sure you always ask because they do have flavors in the back. But I got a scoop of my strawberry peanut butter with a scoop of Huckleberry, and I loved it. I think it's going to be my new thing. It was
Ooh.
perfect with the strawberry peanut butter. Everyone's asking me what it tasted like, and it's very difficult to explain.
Tastes like Huckleberry.
And the thing is, it's like, I don't know if I've had Huckleberry. How I've been describing it is it's like a very good vanilla berry, like a light berry, but very, very good tasting berry flavor.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed it. And I really enjoyed it, like I said, with the strawberry peanut butter. I think like the peanut butter is a little richer, and so having that together was like a really great mix. So I would highly recommend Huckleberry, and I hope they don't get rid of it.
That's good to hear.
Awesome. All right, update.
Did you find the
I did
price?
indeed. So actually, I know we talked a little bit, I think, off air about concerns of how, like when Circus McGurkus reopened, how expensive everything was, and that the quick service meals at like Minions and things like that are trending more towards the $16, $17 range. The regular platters at Mel's, between the different burgers and the fried chicken and the hot dogs are all in that like $11 to $13 range. And if you get the combo with the milkshake, it's where you hit that like $19 price point. So actually the platter, if you get like the sandwich and fries or upgrade for $1.50 to the onion rings, that's still a little bit more on the affordable side. But if you want the milkshake too, you end up saving money by getting the combo with that.
Okay, that's good to know.
Hopping back over to the Wizarding World, 2 new options appeared at the Leaky Cauldron in Diagon Alley. First up is vegan curry, which is plant-based chicken and potato curry with pita and served with a garden salad for $17.99. This dish replaced the vegan Irish stew. And second, you can now get Hunter's Chicken, which is bacon-wrapped chicken breast with barbecue gravy, Monterey and cheddar cheese blend, English minted peas, pea tendrils, and wedge fries. This dish cost $16.99, and it replaced the iconic Toad in the Hole.
I'm personally shocked they got rid of Toad in the Hole, considering there's like a whole song about it.
Considering Hunter's Chicken isn't a British thing either.
Yeah. Also, I'm very confused about why bacon-wrapped chicken is less expensive than a vegan curry.
I'm confused about that too. And I didn't know those prices, and now I'm like, why?
Yeah,
that doesn't
curry,
make
the
sense.
plant-based curry that comes with a salad is $1 more than the vegan
like that?
or than the very not vegan chicken with bacon and cheese and peas and fries. So,
okay,
interesting.
Yeah, that's really weird. I went with my friends to try the vegan curry, and it was Princess and the Bear, and Bear got that dish, the Hunter's Chicken, and it didn't even fill the plate. There were minimal wedge fries. The chicken was kind of small looking. Now that I see that price, I'm
maybe
kind
that's
of
it.
shocked.
Well, maybe the portion size is just a little smaller. But how was the portion size on the curry? And I guess how was the curry in general, Shelby?
It was good. It's not real curry, I guess. It's like starter curry. Like if you never had curry before and you wanted to try something that was curry-like, it would be that. It's good. I like the chicken in it. Like it's very hearty. You do get a lot for your money, but at the same time, I would still order the pasty pie over the vegan curry personally. I just like the other one better. I mean, it's, vegan meat wrapped in a pastry with sauce. Yeah. So like, I don't know how you really beat that anyway.
Yeah.
I just can't bring myself to pasty pie.
Hold your ground, Shelby. Hold your ground.
I will.
But whichever way around, say those 2 words together, no.
One more tiny Wizarding World thing that I forgot to put in the notes, but as part of, I know this is a Universal Orlando food podcast, but just thought it was notable that as part of this Butterbeer season, Universal Hollywood is getting Florian Fortescues for the first time.
Oh, good.
So,
wow.
Yeah, they're opening up, I guess, in Honeydukes.
The space is larger. They didn't do the, I don't know if it was it's supposedly intentional that to make it feel realistic. That's why Hogsmeade is like so small, and even the shops are small. The space is larger. So I don't remember if the shops are larger. I'm assuming so. And then I'm assuming also just Hollywood is a quieter park in general.
Okay, that's fair.
Though I'm stopping myself because with like Mario Land opening, that's not what it's called, but whatever. That a little bit changed it, but like that's been older anyway. Good for them. They're getting ice cream.
Yeah.
Thanks. So moving on to our entrees, we hinted at it a little bit in our intro. So today's entree is special to me because the day this episode releases is my birthday. And with that, we're going to talk about our favorite spots for special occasions. Today, we'll be discussing several of the common reasons people might be celebrating the parks. We're going to do a separate episode on spending actual holidays such as Thanksgiving, Christmas, or Mother's Day at the parks at a later date. So stay tuned for that. Before we begin with our picks, does anyone have general non-food related tips or advice about celebrating a special occasion at Universal Orlando, and what things have we all celebrated in the parks?
First and foremost, go and get yourself a button.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's the biggest.
that's the key.
Yes. Yes.
And when I was there last, one of the things my friend had never done was Ollivanders, and we went, and there was a little girl with a birthday pin, and I was like, I'm like, parents, like nudge her up a little bit, and then she got picked.
Oh,
Cool.
Nice.
Which, can I please share? This family didn't film it. They didn't bring their phones out.
Oh, wow.
So I did. And then I
Kayla.
caught them after, and I'm like, hey, I saw you guys didn't take your phones out. And they were like, we were so caught in the moment. We just didn't even think of it. And I'm like, I love this family.
Yeah.
Because
That's awesome.
I sent it to them, and they were like so appreciative. So anyway, pin for especially the little ones, especially if they're a Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
And a part of me thinks that Ollivander, the guy or woman that's doing it, is like, not only do they look for the pin, but like that, like this little girl was a big Harry Potter fan, and I feel like they're trying to train to learn that of like what kid's gonna be like freaking stoked and just give the best show.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
get the dang pin.
I think
Yes.
in addition with the pin, telling like both your hotel and if you make any dining reservations,
Yes,
like
I was gonna
putting
say.
in that it's a special occasion.
Yeah.
And obviously we're not saying that you're guaranteed to get stuff. Like don't go in expecting, whatever. Like when we were there for my dad's birthday a couple of years ago, they gave us a free pass at Cabana Bay for a free drink at the
Oh,
pool.
wow.
Nice.
And just like little things like that. So don't necessarily expect things, but you never know what could happen. Like it might not even be something free. So pro tip, if you don't like attention, maybe the button is not the best idea. Because I was in Men in Black one time and coming down the steps, and they like came over the intercom and they were like, attention recruits, today's Kelly's birthday. Kelly, wave. And I was like, and this was like 2 years ago. I was not a child. This was 2 years ago on my birthday. But I like kind of sheepishly waved, and he's like, I'm not going to start the ride till you wave bigger.
Wow.
No.
So I'm like standing there, like waving my arms in the air like a fool. And people started singing me happy birthday. So if you don't like that kind of attention at all, even if you, don't get a button if you don't like that kind of attention at all. But if there's even the tiniest part of you that like loves to be celebrated in that way, go for the button, and don't forget to tell your hotel and any food reservations that you make that it's a special occasion.
Yeah, because there's a box, isn't there, for instructions when you make your reservations. So yeah.
And they have pins for things other than just birthday, so you can get them for other things too.
They added a new anniversary pin, a new anniversary Shrek pin.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
Like
That's cute.
I think a couple of weeks ago, I saw a new pin. Kelly, didn't you get a free like shot of alcohol in a drink?
Whoa.
Oh gosh, that was
Talk about
that was part
jackpot.
of. I think I told this story on our Perfect Day episode, but we were at Volcano Bay. It was our trip last year, Kayla, that I had said I'd asked for my drink a little less sweet, and he was like, great, more room for tequila. And I said something about it being a birthday drink, and he was like, even more tequila.
Love it.
Yeah, it was fine. Everything was fine. I was fine. I had a great time. But
Yeah.
yeah. Don't quite know how I got from Volcano Bay back to the hotel, but it was safe and everybody was with me. And
At least it's right there.
Yes, we were right there.
I'm trying to think of anything else.
I celebrated, well, I got proposed to at Universal, which I think I've already shared on here. And we got the pins immediately. I would suggest one of the things with our engagement, we paid for the full day photo pass, which that was amazing. I love those photos. I made my own like Shutterfly book of them, and the people in the front, we like took pictures before we got engaged, and then he proposed right in the morning at the Hogwarts Bridge, and then we went right back to like get the pin so we could have the full day with the pin. So the same people were there, and I'm like, guys, I got engaged. And so they did this like huge photo shoot in the front with the arch, which I think I've seen that and with a couple of people that they'll like walk around with you at Port of Entry, not just get the Adventure Begins photo, but like there's some other really cool spots. I know, Tracy, you love Port of Entry.
Yes, I do.
That you can get more than just like that one photo. And so I think that's probably my biggest advice. And I don't know, just from the Universal employees have been so great to me always that it's like, yeah, you could get the attention stuff like Kelly said, but also you could get these like really lovely moments, which actually I can share now on the podcast. So I'm adopting a baby in Florida if everything works out. June 12th is the due date, and I went to Mardi Gras, and we don't know how long we'll be in Florida just because of paperwork and stuff. So with the Mardi Gras food card, it was like, it doesn't expire. There's really no risk. And it'd be a nice savings to have for a longer trip. So I got like $1,000 worth of the gift cards.
Nice.
And the lady was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, actually," and I told her the adoption story, and she like teared up, and she's like, "I have goosebumps. I'm so excited for you. This is amazing. We can't wait to see you in June." And it was really small but something I will never forget. And I know I've seen that woman before. I know she's done. I recognize. So I'm like really, really, really hopeful I see her again.
Yeah.
But also to say, like, it's Universal like wants to celebrate with you.
They really do.
And will help make it that little bit extra special.
Yes.
That's awesome, Kayla. We're so excited for you.
I know. I can't wait.
I'm doing a giddy dance that no one can see.
Yeah, I'm like clapping my hands quietly. But yeah, I mean, Kayla, I think that's a great point just in general. Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be a birthday or an anniversary or something like that you're celebrating. It could be a new job or finishing a big project or, there's so many different reasons to celebrate in the parks. And it's such a place that's kind of centered around joy in like the big and little things. And so I think trying to find something to celebrate every time, even if it's not your actual birthday or whether you're just there because you're proud of yourself or you saved something up. And like, that was actually when I took a trip during COVID. It was that December of 2020 that my friend and I had so carefully planned everything out of like, how do we do this safely and feel comfortable? We realized that Confisca was it was like the first restaurant we'd eaten inside of in like almost a year at that point. And so it might not be the fanciest or the biggest, but like there are ways to figure out how to celebrate in lots of different, no matter where you are and what you're doing, there's lots of things to celebrate all the time. And so, but I think we've got some pretty general ideas for
I did have
everyone
one
overall.
quick one I've just thought of. It's birthday centric because we have the birthday song. But if you got on the water taxi and told the skipper that it's your birthday, he would have everybody singing it to you, which I think would be quite fun because I love singing on the water taxis.
That's so fun.
So,
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I love that.
I also want to see people going in and getting pins that are celebrating little things, like getting your kids like, I ate my greens today. Yeah. I want to see some really silly pins.
All right. So let's jump into one of the most common ways to celebrate, which is birthdays. Kelly, want to start with the birthday pick?
Yeah, for my birthday pick, I'm going to tell a little bit of a story. So like I just said, I'm visiting my family for spring break right now. And we typically go to Universal during the summer for my dad's birthday. It's like a joint Father's Day birthday trip. And I asked him this time what he wanted to do. And he said he wanted to sit his butt by the pool and have a lot of margaritas. And because clearly the apple doesn't fall far from the tree in that realm. But he said he wanted to go to the restaurant with the good steaks that had the big fire out front. And I was like, big fire? And he's like, yeah, the big fire. I was like, no, Dad, it's called Big Fire.
I love that.
So Big Fire's my choice. As far as it does feel like a little bit more of a special occasion restaurant. I've had really great allergy service there on multiple occasions. Tried lots of different food. You can get something a little bit more run of the mill, but they've got some, I don't typically go to a restaurant and order a filet mignon or things like that. But if you're celebrating a birthday and you want to treat yourself to something special, there's the ambiance there feels, again, like something different than your run of the mill restaurant with the big open glass panels, looking into them, grilling the meats right there. They've got really great drink specials. And even though you hear steakhouse, their menu has a lot of other things on it too. They've got fish, they've got other seafood, they've got chicken, they've got a vegan option.
Yeah, I can vouch for the salads. They're amazing.
Yes. Yeah. So that it just feels like a little bit more of a special thing. And I guess I meant to say this when we were talking about just general celebratory things, but it can make a big difference. I know a lot of people are like, go, 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 go when it comes to the parks. But if you're wanting for something to feel like a little bit more out of the ordinary or a little bit more upscale, the simple fact of like going back to your hotel if you're staying on site and like changing your clothes and like washing the sweat and sunscreen and Dudley Do-Right water off of your face before you go out to dinner, even if you don't have to dress up fancy, of like not being in the same clothes that you were in the parks in. You don't even have to be in a fancy restaurant. If you're feeling a little bit more freshened up, it feels like a break from whatever you were doing, and that makes that moment a little bit more special. Yes. So Big Fire is my birthday pick.
Love it.
Good pick.
Shelby.
Yeah, that's awesome. I still haven't been to Big Fire. I need
Me
to
neither.
There. But I'm not excited about a cauliflower steak personally. So it's like on the back burner for when I run out of all the other things to eat.
So it's more of a little fire for you then.
Yes, it's a very little fire.
Smolder.
My birthday pick is actually going to be Bob Marley. Bob Marley has a lot of vegan options. They have gluten-free options. They also have live music at night. So if you're feeling really festive, you can go. I think that starts around is it every night? Anyway, they have live music at night. Research when it is. I think it typically starts at 7:00. So that could be a really cool way to celebrate your birthday, just with some nice live music. The stuffed peppers there are incredible. Everybody always raves about them. I finally had them and they're amazing. They have a lot of other vegan options like this. A lot of the sides are vegan and you get to sit outside. They have the patio, which is the inside of the restaurant essentially. So you can enjoy the weather when it's nice out. When we went, it was actually nice and windy and not so hot. Mm-hmm. Bob Marley's great. I think it'd be a fun place to celebrate.
They have cool drinks as well. I have never gotten food there, but I've gotten some drinks and I enjoyed them. I was supposed to meet Shelby at Bob Marley's and try for the first time. And then my flight was delayed.
Delayed plane. Oh, no. I don't like that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was so sad. I didn't get to see you.
I know.
It's not a place
next time. I'll be there for weeks.
Yes. So I think we should be able to make it work in June or, somewhere thereabouts.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a place I've been to, but it's a place I've wanted to go. But when there's a family and the rest are going, I want to go somewhere else, you end up not going. So
it's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been either. So we'll add that to the
though,
list of all the places we need to go together. When all four of us eventually end up there at the same time.
That would be fun.
Absolutely.
All right, Tracy, where would you go for your birthday?
Right. This isn't actually my favourite place to go, but I think this fits the birthday pick the best for me and what I would want. And I've gone for Antojitos because it's bright and it's loud and you've got the mariachi band. And I have previously held, it wasn't technically a birthday party, but we had a little, for the other podcast I'm on, you know what I'm talking about. We had like a family meet there, and I had a cake brought out for Lee's birthday. So we had the whole restaurant singing happy birthday to Lee. He was mortified. But the food's good. There's generally something for everybody in there. The staff are great. It's just such a really good atmosphere that for me, it just seems like a natural place because it's got a natural party atmosphere. I like it.
Fun.
Yeah, fun.
And delicious.
Yes, it is. Apparently the tableside guac is
I was
amazing.
just going to say.
But I don't
and
like
you can
avocado.
get tableside guac, but
Yeah.
Tracy won't get that.
Avocado. No, thank you. You keep your buckets of soap.
Kayla, have you eaten there before? And how was your experience with like cross-contamination and stuff like that from a allergy perspective or from a celiac perspective?
I have eaten there and I had great experience. I got my thing is the vegan tacos with the I think is it with sauteed mushroom? They are phenomenal.
I think they may have changed it now, but yeah, they always have. Let me look.
Yes,
but I just said they're my thing.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take it away. It's still
okay.
your thing. They still have vegan tacos. So either way, you're right.
Yeah. They took my thing off as well, and I haven't found a replacement.
They will. That's what they do.
Yeah, the wild mushroom tequila, jalapeno, and garbanzo puree and avocado chimichurri.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, this is Antojitos, and they have some more of the traditional. Not that it's not traditional, but I think it I like avocado chimichurri and the jalapeno garbanzo puree. Like I feel like it's a little elevated. Like you could find elevated, a little bit more unique Mexican dishes, as well as some of your more traditional.
Yes.
And the tableside guac, I was very against in that I thought it was very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You get a nice amount. It's $16. You get a nice amount. And what I didn't realize is it is really nice to have. So I went with a group. I think there was 8 of us, which again, for a birthday, you might have a larger group. Some people, I think 2 people didn't really like spice. And 2 people didn't let's say Tracy was there. She doesn't like cilantro. That they could they put the diced cilantro and the diced red onion on the side. They put extra on the side so that if you wanted it, you could have it. And then if not, and I was like, oh, this is, I didn't think about, and they were really nice about it. It wasn't a big deal. And it was really delicious and very fresh guacamole.
Do you think they put the avocado on the side?
That would be the funniest thing if you ordered it and said that to film their face.
Yeah.
Of
tableside guac, no avocado, no cilantro.
do you know what guac is?
You'd get a salad. You'd get a Cobb salad, chopped tomato, chopped onion.
Oh, that would be worth doing.
Oh my gosh. All right. So my birthday pick. Today is my birthday. And if I could poof into Universal, I'm going to go out of City Walk. Everyone else is in City Walk. And I'm going to go to Three Broomsticks. I love Harry Potter. As a Harry Potter fan, it is amazing being in that atmosphere. The friend that I went with this trip, we ate there twice. And mind you, we ate most of the other meals at Mardi Gras. So it was one of the only restaurants we actually sat in and ate, which, as you guys know, there's amazing restaurants everywhere. But the point is that for her as a big Harry Potter fan, and for me, and being with her leaning more Harry Potter fan versus me now being general Universal fan, I think I still love the Harry Potter section, but I started appreciating the other things. But this trip, it was the reminder of this is incredible. The food is incredible. I've had great allergy experience there. And it's just as a Harry Potter fan to do something special that I think more than the Leaky Cauldron, that's a little bit more fast service and a little bit more, it's not hitting the like big fire aesthetic necessarily. Like you're not getting necessarily like a fancy drink or like, I hope I'm making my point, but like it's still like I think it has like a level of special fancy with that added like immersive Harry Potter. And then I'll throw in, I think we've mentioned this before, but if you're there with a lot of people, the feast is I think it's delicious. It's a lot of food for a good price. If obviously like, not with 2 people, but I think like up to 6. I was reading online to see what people like maxed out on. And I was reading that some parties of like 6 to 8, most still had leftovers.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever gotten it. It's pretty large. So yeah, so like for a birthday, and then I don't know, I personally love being able to have like a buffet sort of situation. So like, and then typically with allergies, you can't ever have that. So having your own where like you get potatoes and corn and salad and chicken, like, and ribs, like it kind of has that little bit of like getting a little bit of everything instead of having to commit to one meal.
Really great idea.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think like going with the friend that I went with and her Harry Potter love.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, this is where I'd want to do my birthday. Also, I think when I was in Hollywood, I went every year for my birthday. It was like 20 minutes away.
Nice.
And I would do the theme park in the day and then do City Walk at night. And their City Walk was more bars. I went to like a Hell at the Moon, which was a piano bar. I'm pretty sure I did the feast at Three Broomsticks now that I'm thinking about it. So I just forgot about it. All right. So moving on to a special occasion with your significant other, an anniversary, celebrating a proposal or engagement, a special date night, or a honeymoon. Shelby, where would you go with your current husband?
With my current husband, I would go to Island's Dining Room at Royal Pacific. I don't know if you guys have been there at all.
Oh, yeah.
They have it's not brand new anymore, but they have a huge vegan menu. And I mean, you can get all 3 courses. There's not many places on property that you can get like a 3-course vegan meal. I mean, I would say like Twosom's the only place in City Walk. You can't do that in the parks. So this is like one of the only places that you can do that. On the weekends, they have a walk experience. I would recommend that. You can make your own vegan walk. They have a couple like preset walk dishes that we had the last time we went, and they were just okay. They were all very similar. Some didn't even come with sauce. I don't know what happened. But it's a really great experience. The atmosphere there is nice. It's usually not crazy busy, depending on what time you go, of course.
Yeah.
But they have some really great apps. They have like spring rolls. They have Thai lettuce wraps, things like that. And then the desserts are amazing. So there is a raspberry dark chocolate fudge cake. And we kept having to ask the waiter, like, are you sure this is vegan? It was like, we're not sure. Are you sure? So they just have some really great options there. Nice. Like you could dress up nicer here if you wanted to. And if you're really, celebrating something very special, it's just a nice place to go. I would highly recommend it, especially getting that dark chocolate fudge cake. They also have a coconut, like a cream pie that's good too, but I'm a chocolate girl, so I'm going to go with the fudge cake. But yeah, you can also get vegan breakfast there. So if you're not wanting to go for dinner, you can do either.
Yes. I highly recommend the breakfasts there. That's my favorite place to go.
I love the idea of a breakfast date. I don't think I've done a lot of creative dates, and I think a breakfast date is a new idea, and not brunch, breakfast.
Yeah,
breakfast.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, Island's Dining Room is so pretty as well.
It is.
Yeah. It's just
really pretty.
Yeah. It's very calming. I think it must be all like the foliage around.
Yeah.
I love it.
If you get if you sit anywhere near the window or can see the window, like you could just look outside at all the plants and stuff outside.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Really pretty.
Yeah, I'm glad you picked this one, Shelby, because that was my backup for the walk experience. Was my backup for a birthday dinner. And that's where you get to like pick. So basically, you get to like make your own dish, and they'll make it right there for you. You get to pick your protein, your sauce, whether you want it on rice or noodles, things like that. So it really is. If you were ever like, oh, they have teriyaki chicken on this menu, but I wish I could get teriyaki shrimp instead. This is a great way to get to experiment with lots of different things like that. So it feels very personal, which is why it was my backup birthday thing of getting to like basically design your own dinner. And I think it's both Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Nights.
Friday and Saturday. And it's good because then you can guarantee you'll get the sauce that you wanted.
Yep.
Like our meal, like we were digging around in the dishes and we're like, where is all the sauce? Like, I know I'm the sauce person and I want extra sauce, but like there wasn't the regular amount of sauce on these dishes. And we were like, what's going on? Why are these just noodles?
Giant bummer.
Yeah. A little bit.
Back to the Shelby, you said this is like one of a few places that you could get a 3-course meal.
Yes.
That was going to be something that I recommended, and then I forgot, and then I was like, oh, to get brought up, and thanks for bringing it up.
Oh, no problem.
So I'm rarely the 3-course meal person, and then especially with Universal, and again, I'm in Maryland, I would typically go, a few once every couple of years until recently, and now that I could have these like chiller trips, I've gone now with like big groups, and a couple big groups, the Cooper family, I'm just going to call them out. A lot of their meals, or at least ones that I've sat with, have been 3-course meals. And I love that they've brought that like back in my life. And again, seemingly silly thing, the first meal of a big group with them was at the Chocolate Emporium, and got a 3-course meal. They specifically, even though I said like, oh, it's fine, they specifically ordered a gluten-free dessert.
Aww.
And I had a couple of bites, and like, it was like, oh yeah, no, this is special to have, and then to be in these beautiful restaurants that, Island's Dining Room, Chocolate Emporium, like just looking around, it's gorgeous, fun people watching, obviously good conversation. Like the 3-course meal, I think, is something that just makes it special. So it's cool that there's a lot of places that, or it's hopefully there's a couple with vegan, there's a couple with gluten-free, and hopefully we're going to see more and more of that you can have that specialness to it.
Yeah.
I definitely think that they're heading in that direction, which
agree.
is great, because it is a bummer when you can't participate in all 3 courses. Like, I'm not constantly sitting down and eating 3 courses. That's not my norm. But if I have a special event or something and I want to celebrate something, I want all 3 courses, and I want something good. Like, I don't want to just end up with a bowl of noodles.
Exactly.
For instance, or
or fruit,
a salad,
which is often
or
the
fruit.
vegan dessert. Fruit.
Exactly. Like, no, stop offering me that. It's 2024. I want a chocolate cake, please. Yes. That's what I want. Give it to me.
Yeah, Tracy, where would you go?
I would be headed to Vivo. It took me long enough to get there, and it's now probably my favourite place to eat on property. Both times we've been, it's just been a really nice experience. It's really nice service. It's a lovely ambience. The food is amazing and feels like it's like a step up. And you get silverware, like real silverware, not plastic, and you get glasses, not plastic. And it's just so nice. We've always had really nice servers. And we've sat both in the window and up near the kitchen. I really like being up at the kitchen end where you can watch them cooking all the dishes.
That's always fun.
Yeah. But as I say, it just feels elegant. So I think if it was, that more romantic type celebration, I think it would be a really nice fit. it's, even though it's on City Walk, it feels like a place to dress up for.
Yeah.
Put a little bit of lippy on as well. So yeah, we had our anniversary there last year. So that is our celebration place. But yeah, the food's really good.
It's not cheap, it's
No,
not
it's not.
a grab and go,
No.
but I think for what it is, it's not badly priced.
No, I absolutely agree.
I think we weren't looking at going for a long time because we assumed, oh, nice Italian restaurant at a theme park is going to be nuts. And then we finally looked at the menu and was like, oh, whoops. Yeah. And then we really liked it as well. So I'm gluten-free, my husband's not. They didn't serve him the bread. We had to ask. So if you have a gluten-free person, they're like, oh, we didn't think you'd want it because, she's gluten-free. And my husband's like, well, I'm not, and I ordered gluten.
Yeah.
So please bring me that delicious looking bread that I'm seeing come out.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't got some gluten-free bread. I mean, I know some of the gluten-free bread's terrible, but I'm surprised they haven't come up with an option there.
What they should do is they should call Today Cafe and get whatever the heck bread they use. Because I'm telling you, that gluten-free bread is delicious.
I've heard that too. I'm surprised they don't share it across.
You would think so.
In a way,
You'd think the test kitchens were all the same. But yeah, the food here also, it doesn't feel like mass-produced stuff. It feels like it's come from like Nonna's kitchen. Yeah. I love this place.
Yeah, I've never eaten there, but everything looks fantastic. And I think it was more of a combination of, for a long time, worrying about cross-contamination, like in an Italian restaurant that's really high with dairy. But I would feel very confident eating there, but it's more so do I want something that heavy? So it's got to be the right, it's on my list for sure, my bucket list for sure. But I don't want it at, well, I guess you couldn't really eat lunch there because I think this is a dinner only, but I wouldn't want it in the middle of the day if it was hot outside or if I'm coming back from the parks and I'm overheated sort of thing. But for a special occasion, I think it would be great. And the point about the prices is really fair of yes, that's a lot of money. But if I go out for dinner to a nice Italian restaurant in St. Louis, I'm going to be paying 30, 40, 50 bucks for a meal. You can balk at that when you think that a chicken sandwich might be 12 bucks, but it's really comparable to going out for a nice occasion. If you were just to go to a nice restaurant in whatever town you're in for the most part.
And we all know that theme park, you expect to pay more for theme park food. So the fact that it, like we said, it's the higher end of the price ranges, but it's not prohibitive in its cost. And because it is so tasty and so filling, it's worth the money.
All right, I'll go next. For if we were to celebrate an anniversary, we would go to Mythos. So Mythos, I think too, is just one of our first trips. So when I went as a kid or growing up, teenage, young adult with my family, we would always forget that you have to make reservations. Or I think it's not as much now. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but for a while we couldn't eat at Mythos. We would see it when we got to the park and be like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. And then it was booked.
Yeah.
And so I had remembered, and when my husband and I went for our first trip, I made a reservation and we just loved it. It's incredible inside. Again, talking about aesthetically beautiful, and there's no bad seat.
Nope.
Sitting in the back room, you can see amazing park views outside. Sitting more inside the restaurant, you're seeing just really cool architecture and decor. I always like going to the bathroom and just walking through and looking at the water and then looking at the door handle, and
I know.
Every inch of the place is themed. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And then the food is amazing. The wine and drinks are amazing. I've never had bad service there. ever. And again, just like the little things, the talking about HHN and your favorite house with the server, or talking about, I don't know, like whatever great things are happening in your day, whatever special moment happened at Universal, and they probably hear it all day long, and they're just, you wouldn't know it because it's like, oh my God, that's so amazing that da-da-da happened, or what did you think about this house?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if you could like hear it in my voice how much I love Mythos.
We can.
I could honestly use it in any situation, but again, because it means a lot to me and my husband, I will pick this as a great, and it's romantic.
Yes.
It's a really beautiful, romantic looking restaurant.
Yes. I did have it was a very weird moment. And some very weird conversation in there the time before last when we went, because we sat down and Raymond pulled up his phone. He got a message from a friend and he just went, "Oh, the Queen's dead."
Oh.
And that's where we were when we found out.
That would stick out in your brain.
Yeah. Just as the server came up, I was like, can I take your order? What's the matter with your faces? Because we were just stood. It was like, oh, we just found out about the Queen. He was like, oh, hang on. And he disappeared and he came back with another server who's from Birmingham.
Oh, wow.
So we talked to him for a while. He was the same as us. It was just, because obviously that was just like shocking news, but that's just the weirdest conversation I've had in there. But yeah, I agree. The food's amazing. The service is so good. They're so attentive, but without being intrusive, which is quite hard to balance. But yeah, just wandering around that place is absolutely gorgeous. If they still have the courgette fritters on and they are suitable for you, they are amazing. They were a pass holder.
They're not dairy free.
They're not. Damn it.
Yeah,
because they were pass holder perk.
Kayla, I was going to say, I don't know if you remember when we were there in September, like our service was fantastic. Our server was like recommending which drinks would taste the best with the food that we'd ordered and things like that. And everybody else's food came out, and Kayla and I, they came over, the manager came over and apologized and said that they were, like Kayla and I's food was only being prepared by specifically allergy trained staff. And they were like short one person that day or something. So they were sorry that our food was taking longer. Our food came out like 60 seconds after everybody else's. It was not like 10, 15, 20 minutes later. But the manager like came out to apologize that our food didn't come out with everybody else's when it was only like a very, very, very short delay. But it was a great, great experience top to bottom.
Just again, that attentiveness is what, it's why it's the signature restaurant in the park.
They cannot get rid of it.
Oh no.
Please not.
There will be riots.
Yes.
It's funny, like, and there are definitely rides that I would try to make the trek if it was getting shut down. If Mythos was shutting down, I am curious if my husband and I would find a sitter and be like, we need to go one last time.
I wonder if we'd fly across the pond.
All's to say, if we're legitimately saying those words, like that's saying how good this restaurant is.
Yeah.
And
saying a lot.
While there is, I don't think it's quite as crucial to make reservations like far in advance as it used to be.
No,
check with your concierge in your hotel, even if it looks like there's no availability, because a lot of times the concierge is able to see things that you aren't able to see just as a guest. Trying to book restaurant reservations and things like that. And even that morning, if you want to get a walk up, you might get lucky for like an off time if you go first thing in the morning. But if you wait until noon and walk up and say, hey, you got any room for lunch, chances are you're not getting in. But if you check either with your concierge at the hotel, if you're staying on site, or checking first thing in the morning, because they even have, like, you could talk to guest services in the park even before the restaurant opens. So don't give up hope if it looks like online that you're not seeing any availability.
I love that tip.
Yeah.
And
that's a great tip.
I'm imagining how fancy I'm going to feel when I ask the concierge to book my reservation.
I think this is not Kelly speaking from experience, but I think especially if you're club level, at any of the on-site hotels, I think they can make things happen from their side of things that the typical day guest would not be able to have access to those services and things like that. So,
All right, Kelly, where would you go for an anniversary proposal or honeymoon?
I will wave at Shelby from across the lobby as I go to the Wonton Luau at Royal Pacific. I've not been, so this is not speaking from experience, and I'd heard some not great things about it several years ago, pre-COVID. But since it's reopened, I've heard some really awesome things. I actually, because it's my spring break and I had some free time, I was on a walk the other day and I just called Universal. I called Royal Pacific to talk to someone because their allergy menu, there's not a menu at all available for the luau online because it's through a separate, you have to like go through Eventbrite or something like that to even get tickets for it. But I called the hotel and got a team member who walked me through the entire menu. There's a ton of dairy-free and gluten-free options. Kayla, Shelby, I would not say that this would be worth your money.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it would be.
Yes, as far as vegan options, but it just looks like it would be a great experience with like good to great food to go alongside of it. They've got all sorts of different meats and salads and sides and things like that. The team member couldn't find any either dairy-free or gluten-free desserts besides your standard fruit, but it seems like for the price of what you're paying, so I think it's $99 for adults, and you can upgrade by $20 to get preferred seating, but everything I read said the preferred seating wasn't really worth the extra price, other than that you got a souvenir cup with it, like a little tiki mug, but alcohol's included, and it's all you care to enjoy as far as the buffet goes, and you get the show of like the hula dancers and the fire dancers and things like that to go along with it. So just and they like read out if it's people's anniversaries or birthdays or things like that. Like they celebrate that from the stage. And so it just seems like it would, again, something I've not done, but if I were to go for an anniversary or proposal, honeymoon, anything like that, it just seems like it would be a like truly special occasion experience and not just a meal. So I went fancy for that one.
Yeah, this one is on my list. This is on my bucket list. I've wanted to do this for the longest time.
Kelly's future husband, I hope you're listening and you know you're proposing at Universal and then you're surprising her that you made this reservation already.
Yeah, not the guy from Hinge last night, Kayla. I'll tell you guys that story out there. But, online dating sucks, guys. Don't do it.
All right. Up next are some ideas for celebrating with the whole family. So my future. Maybe this is a family reunion or celebrating a child's birthday. Tracy,
yes.
Where would you go?
Well, I tried to think of a place that would be good for adults and children alike. So I ended up at Toothsome Chocolate Emporium, and I've completely blanked. Toothsome. We'll just stick with Toothsome. Why have I blanked on that? Lee has to say the full titles. Savoury Feast Kitchen.
Yes.
Thank you. It's been a very long day. That's all I'll say. So it's got a really good menu with plenty of options on it. Like we've said earlier, there's options for every dietary need. It's a fantastic place to look around because there's just so much to see. It's a lot of fun. You've got Penelope and Jacques coming round to entertain everybody. Always love that. The kids, well, the adults as well, because we're all big kids at heart, are usually wowed by the milkshakes. And if you're like me, I can't have the milkshakes because it's far too much dairy for me. And I usually can't manage a dessert by the time it's dessert time. If you can get Lauren, the server, she is amazing. She's one of our favourite people. And she will usually have a little word in the kitchen, and the little tiny slices of birthday cake they put on top of the shakes, I get one of those as my dessert.
They did that for you?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They've done it a couple of times now.
I need to go see her because they won't serve the pineapple upside down cake that's on the vegan shake separately.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, she'll look after
anyway.
you. She's lovely.
Yes, sounds like it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's always fun in there, and as I say, it's good food, it's good atmosphere. Yeah, it's good. I just think it's a good all-round place, and then you can let the kids go wild in the little candy store downstairs, or yourself.
Mm-hmm. And they have the walking characters, as you said. Like, it's so great.
It really is.
It's honestly great for, like, again, this is probably the city walk date choice of me and my husband. And it's cool that it could be a really awesome date night, which, side tip, there's a kind of hidden bar that most people don't know about. We've never really struggled to get a seat, just the two of us. So it's cool that, like, there's that option if it's just a date or a small group. And then you can have, like, that big family, fun, kid-centric, and especially if the characters are out.
Yeah.
They're so fun.
They are. I got lessons in using my fan from Jacques. He taught me fan etiquette. And when I saw him later on, he tested me on it to make sure I remembered.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, Universal characters don't get enough credit when
They don't.
No.
we're comparing it to mouse characters. I'm like, no, Universal. That's happened. I've had the pirates in Port of Entry
We love the
talk to me
pirates.
later in the day. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
we're friends.
Yes, we had the same. We started a conspiracy theory with them. And they were actually telling people in the park this conspiracy theory. Yeah.
All right. So I'll go next. I didn't even realize that what I picked goes really, really much into my story. So with adopting a child, I've been sharing a lot that I really love Universal, that they have an adoption story in their theme park. I cry on Minion Mayhem every single time. I cry in the queue, and then I cry in the ride, and it just means a lot to me. I'm hopeful that my child loves Minions. We're planning on that being a main movie that we watch with her, and having some little Minions scattered in her room.
Aww.
And so I had picked Minions on just the sheer fact of it's totally kid-centric in the decoration and just how fun it is and how bright and vibrant, but also that for adults, the menu is awesome. They have really fun, unique, delicious, allergy-friendly things. My favorite is the cauliflower bites. I got them again, and I love them. I cannot believe they're gluten-free. I'm so thankful that they're gluten-free. They cannot get rid of those cauliflower bites. And then they have really fun things for the kids, that they have some, if I remember the menu correctly, they have some, if you have like a picky eater, they have options. If you have a more adventurous eater, they have options. And so, yeah, that's my little Minion plug. And just for people listening, you already loved Universal, and it's like cool that they have this representation of adoption in their park.
I agree.
Kelly, so after you meet your man, he proposes you and takes you to the luau. Where are you going to take your kids?
Wow, that jumped a lot of steps.
Yeah, you have a whole family now, Kelly.
All right, I'm cool with that. My choice, kind of hopping back to what Tracy was saying and talking about the characters, is that if this is a true, like, the focus of this celebration is a child's birthday, then especially if they're a big superhero fan, then the Marvel character dining in Islands of Adventure, that's kind of going to be one of those things where maybe if you have more foodie adults, it's like I work in a preschool and some of the kids have a more sophisticated palate than I do, but you might be getting more of your standard theme park food like chicken fingers or burgers or things like that, but that's obviously not why you would be going to this location. Doing the character dining, like, that could be a core memory for your child of getting to, they're not going to remember what they eat one way or another, but they might remember that Captain America came over and wished them a happy birthday and called them a superhero and, took pictures with them and things like that. So if it truly is, especially younger kid centric, I think that would be a great option. I think it's currently the only character dining available on property.
I think you're right.
Be interested to see if something comes up with Epic as far as that goes, because
Yeah.
they don't do the Minion dining anymore at Royal Pacific. But so this is currently the only option, and those Marvel characters are really interactive and really funny, and I think they could make the experience fun for the adults that are there.
Agreed.
Too, and adults could be big fan. I'm a big superhero fan as an adult, so that could be great. And then just a thought, if you have slightly older kids, and especially if you're an Orlando local, Cabana Bay is just awesome for a little staycation between the pools and the lazy river, but also they're like Galaxy Bowling. And so doing a staycation again, that the food at Galaxy Bowl might not be up to par with somewhere like a Vivo or a Big Fire or things like that. But if you've got a 12-year-old who gets to bring a friend on like a staycation with them to Universal, and they get to go bowling and go eat at the restaurant there and go around the pool, I think that would be a great idea for families with older kids, especially if you're local.
I like that
I
idea.
love that idea. Yeah.
Shelby, you want to
All
go
right.
next?
My turn. Kayla, I'm gonna kind of copy you, and I'm gonna say Leaky Cauldron would be awesome for a child's birthday. I know you, right, Kayla? Do I have that right? You picked Leaky Cauldron.
I picked
Sorry.
I picked 3 broomsticks.
Oh,
So
3
you picked-
broomsticks. Sorry. Well, Harry
you picked
Potter in
other.
general.
Perfect.
Yeah. I feel there's like a magic to Leaky Cauldron, even if you're not dressed in, Harry Potter robes and stuff, and you go in there and you see all the decor and you see all the other people dressed in Harry Potter robes, because I don't have one. But I like to see everybody dressed up, and I think that's really cool, and that could be cool for kids. And then, of course, if you have vegan kids or vegan adults or both, you definitely have some options there that could be really fun to eat and just enjoy together. I like how the tables are really long, and it does feel very much like you're immersed in the movies. I think Leaky Cauldron would be a great place to have a kid's birthday. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot more to say about that.
If I was a kid, I would want to go to all of these parties.
Right? Can we have like a party, like our own party, and just go each place that we wanted to go?
My friends in St. Louis, they do like for the kid's 11th birthday, they get a solo trip with either mom or dad to Orlando to do like the full, like as if you're turning 11 and getting to go to Hogwarts for the first time.
That is adorable.
So like my friends just got back from taking their middle, and they do the robes, they do Ollivanders, they do everything.
Can they adopt me?
Love that.
I want to go.
I want Kelly to adopt me, because I wanted to go to this Marvel character dining with her and then to the Cabana staycation.
Yeah, this is amazing.
I mean, we can make all of these things happen. So
right? I think we can when everybody's here.
Yeah.
Next time.
We'll sign the legal paperwork for Kelly to adopt me.
would then your daughter be like doubly adopted?
Yeah, right?
Is there a term for that?
All right. So our last big category is a catch-all. So whether you're celebrating a personal accomplishment like a graduation or promotion, or bringing friends down for a bachelorette party, we have some suggestions for you. So I was very highly considering a bachelorette. So I did really think about this. Ultimately decided not to, because I just thought it was asking a lot of my friends. But I was looking at lunch at La Bamba. Why there? It's delicious. First and foremost, it has a lot of options. And when I went, and whenever I've seen it, so hopefully I'm not wrong here, but when I went, it was relatively empty. And
right.
I walked around. I was the only person that most people were on their phones. Whatever, live your life, people. I thought it was really cool to walk around and look at the photos on the walls of all of the movie. Yeah, they have like Shelby. What it's like shots from like filming movies.
I think so, right? And I feel like there's some horror ones in there too.
Awesome.
in one section.
There was these funny aliens that I'm pretty sure I was terrified of when I was a kid. And then I saw the picture and was like jolted back.
Oh my God.
But I picked that like, and I wanted to mention that it's relatively a less crowded dining area, that like I was imagining if I wanted to play like a little game with my girlfriends, or I don't know, like not truth or dare, but that kind of stuff. And like, like chatting, drinking, talking. They had a pretty nice drink list as well. That would be, so any sort of, if you wanted a more quieter place to have a little bit more like talking, or game playing, that would be a good option. And then for a special, more expensive dinner was at the kitchen at the Hard Rock. I'd been there for the first time a few months ago. It wasn't even in my thoughts to go here. And I was just blown away. They had we had like a very large table when we went, and then they had a ton of gluten-free options. The thing that blows my mind, I don't know if this is really silly, but the mac and cheese, they had a lobster mac and cheese that is just gluten-free. It's always gluten-free.
Oh.
I didn't need to order a special gluten-free option that was upcharged.
That's awesome.
And I loved it. And I like lobster mac and cheese. I like a small amount. Like I didn't want a big plate of it. They have the dinner portion and they had a side option. And so I did half wings with the side of this lobster mac and cheese. And it was like phenomenal. And I just loved the options. I think it's like the point of this is I felt like there were so many gluten-free options, and even from like a portion perspective, I was really, really impressed. Again, a really good drink menu and the option to have a large table if you need that, like something for a bachelor or bachelorette.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I ate there. That was my birthday, like day of my birthday meal. 2 years ago, Tracy, that was the day that I met you in Lee.
It was, yes.
But we went there for my birthday dinner. And I think that's another tip that I would give if it's a restaurant like this, to check and see whether you have a food allergies or restrictions or whatever. See if the specials can be made dairy-free or whatever, modifications could be made. A lot of the times that those are created by the chef for that very specific short period of time. So a lot of times it's super fresh ingredients and they're made by hand, not necessarily in batches like other things might be. And just as a celebration tip in general, say you're a local and you go to the parks more often, just picking something that you don't normally get and making it a little bit more special would be, I just said special like 17 times between making it special and ordering the special.
It's all special, Kelly.
A very special. That, doing something a little out of the ordinary. So I've had fantastic food there. That's one of the few places on property that I've actually had a 3-course meal, because they brought out like a lemon meringue pie that was vegan for my birthday dessert that they'd like written happy
How
birthday
was it?
and the raspberry syrup. I thought it was fantastic.
I didn't get to have that one.
I love lemony desserts.
I do too.
Same.
Okay. I hope they
It's
bring
so
it
good.
back, but they have a strawberry shortcake right now that's excellent. And it's
Ooh.
gluten-free, Kayla. So
Ooh.
we can all enjoy it.
Yes.
It's pretty amazing.
All right, Kelly, Kelly,
sorry.
you went. Oh,
Yeah,
no, Kelly,
no,
you
that
have to
wasn't
go.
that was
You were
me
just
singing flag.
raving about the kitchen.
The kitchen was also on my honorable mentions list, so I'm just getting to knock out all of these while you guys talk. But I am going to once again give beloved Volcano Bay some love as my special occasion. If this was something like, I got a new job or things like that, of something, again, kind of going with my theme of doing something a little out of the ordinary, I like the food. I really do like the food at Volcano Bay. I have quite a few options, and I think it's for, theme park food, and Universal calls this their third theme park. And I heard a lot about that on hold on the phone when I was trying to talk to the Luau people earlier this week, that they are very adamant about this being their third water theme park. I think it's good food for what you're getting, but going with the aspect of making it a more special, again, now I'm going to think about that word every time I say it. Doing something a little out of the ordinary. If you're there with a big group of people celebrating, getting one of those private cabanas and being able to split the cost of that with a bunch of people, because with that, you're guaranteed the shelter from the weather, whether that's the afternoon thunderstorms or the blazing heat. And then your towels are included. They have like a basket of like snacks and fruit and water and things like that. And then you get private wait service for your food and drinks. So from your private cabana, they'll go and get the food and bring it to you. So just thinking of doing something to celebrate, going that extra mile and having that home base. Again, if you get, I think the family cabanas, you can have up to 16 people. So even though they are really, really expensive, when you break it down between, the food is not included. You'll have to pay separately for your food and drinks and things like that. But when you break down like that, you have a guaranteed home base, you've got a locker for your things, you've got your towels, you've got snacks, things like that. I think it would be really worth the price if you were going to spend a whole day relaxing and doing something out of the ordinary to celebrate big. Maybe this is, a big family birthday or a family reunion. I think this could fit in well with that one, but was trying to think of something to bring Volcano Bay into the conversation. And I thought about that as a very special occasion, sort of splurge.
This is another thing that's on my bucket list.
Same. With both friends and families. I know, Kelly, we talked about our group possibly doing a cabana. And then that's my ultimate like dream, is when I have, my family, my brother has 2 kids, that I want to plan a trip with my brother, my parents, and then our families. And it's like to have that home base that we can do some stuff together. If some of us want to go do, we can do stuff together. We can go our separate ways. We could get lost together in the crazy river. And we have this like home base that we can all meet back at and eat meals at. And as you said, like hide from the weather. And it's the dream.
Yes.
Shelby, where would you go and why?
Well,
Are you
first off,
celebrating any special things?
the Volcano Bay private cabana sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Add it to our podcast bucket list.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seriously. I still haven't been to Volcano. And I mean, I grew up going to water parks, and as an adult, I'm just kind of like, I don't want to be swimming in water with other people. I don't know. Just kind of like iffy about it. But I would go and eat the food and hang out in a cabana all day long. So I'd be cool with that. But my special occasion, I guess it could be any of those things. Personal achievement, not a graduation for me, but I would actually suggest 2 places at Sapphire Falls. I would suggest Strongwater Tavern. Like that would be my go-to, because they have several vegan options that are really good. The vegan hot pot is amazing. I've talked about it many places before.
Yes.
It's so good. They also have jackfruit chicharron or something like that. I'm blanking on what it is. My brain's not working. But anyway, the ambiance there is nice. They have really fancy drinks. You can sit at the bar. You can make a reservation. And like Kelly said, contact your concierge if you can't get one, because sometimes they fill up really fast and they don't open until 4 p.m. But the views there are also really beautiful. If you sit near the window at all, you can see the waterway where the water taxis drive through. So that's really pretty. And then I would also say, if you like going to the pool or want to go to the pool, Drum Club Canteen is out there. Like you kind of have to be staying at the resort to get to it. But it's a pool bar, and they can make amazing vegan nachos down there. It's kind of like a secret. They have on the menu, they're like Beyond Street tacos, and there's an avocado aioli or something like that they put on them. So the last time we stayed there back in December, we went down and they made us, they just modified the vegan or the regular nachos to be vegan. And they just took off, obviously, the non-vegan stuff and put on the Beyond Meat and the aioli.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
They were amazing. I still have to post about them on Instagram.
Yeah.
I haven't done it because you kind of have to be staying there. But I mean, it's worth it to go and just get a couple of those items. Sapphire Falls is absolutely beautiful. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
love that resort.
Yeah, Sapphire Falls is
my-
good for
my new spot.
celebrations. We love
Definitely
staying there, and as you know, we've had a few meetups.
Yes.
In Strongwater. Yeah, so I completely back everything you say there.
So
Yeah.
so does my dad. That is where he requested his margaritas from. Just
Very nice.
that's where we will be this summer.
The drinks there are really good. Like I don't drink a lot and I typically don't drink mixed drinks, but the couple times that I have gotten them there, I'm like, what is this magic? Like, what did you just make for me? I don't understand. What is this?
Yes.
They're incredible. So
They also do the old fashioned incredibly well.
Oh,
So
I have heard that.
yes. That appears to be my drink now.
I
it's
love that.
becoming mine too, Tracy.
Yeah.
Tracy, you're graduating soon.
I
Where are you
am.
celebrating?
I am going to Aventura and Bar 17.
Woohoo.
And I'm taking us all. Oh, we're going to fill that floor. And we're going before the sun goes down. And we're just going to take up all of the seats around the windows. And we're just going to stay there. And if it's a nice clear night, we'll be able to see the fireworks from the other places. And well, I like the idea because we've had appetizers from there, and they're huge portions. And I like the idea of just saying, Joe, just keep bringing appetizers out. We're just sharing them. Just keep them coming until we tell you to stop.
Mhm.
But we have a cut-off point because then we do the same with all the desserts. And it's just we just have like a great big grazing platter of appetizers
sounds
and then
amazing.
desserts. If people want mains, they can have that. But the drinks are good. The atmosphere is good. Yeah, amazing views. And I think people forget about it.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
definitely do.
Yeah, because Aventura isn't a wow-looking hotel either. It's a weird fidget spinner-looking thing.
It is a fidget spinner.
It really is. But yeah, when we went up, I was really surprised and I very much liked it. So that's where we're going for the graduation party.
I can't wait.
I love it.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. Any other honorable mentions or tips before heading to dessert?
I have one. So thinking back to when I was in college, if my friends and I would go down for the weekend, if we were pretty much broke college kids, and we would bring, and this was also pre a lot of the allergy friendly things. We brought almost all of our food in with us, but if we wanted to do something a little bit fancier, like we would clean up and then go somewhere and order, just like split a bunch of appetizers, kind of like what you were just saying, Tracy. But it's a way to go to a nicer place and not end up spending $40, $50, $60 a person on your meals, is to, especially if you've had some like snacks in the parks or things like that, of being able to have more of a little bit of a special occasion, celebrate that without breaking the bank on more expensive food items, is to go with a big group of people and split either a couple entrees and a couple appetizers, or just like I've done that before at Cowfish, of just enjoying sitting up on the patio overlooking City Walk, like getting dressed up more cute than you would on a normal theme park occasion, and ordering a bunch of stuff off the appetizer menu,
Mhm.
and it being more affordable at the end of the day than things like that. So it's not, celebrating doesn't have to equal breaking your bank or going over budget or things like that. Like if you wanted a steak, maybe Big Fire is out of your price range, but places like NBC Sports, like you could go and maybe go to NBC Sports and don't order a burger, order the steak or the half chicken or things like that. Like you can go to a more affordable place and order something that you wouldn't normally get from there or normally think about from that place. There's ways to celebrate well without breaking your budget or regretting it later when your credit card
Yeah.
bill comes or things like that.
Yeah.
As an
That's great.
example, I was just curious. I looked at the kitchen menu because I wanted to make sure I wasn't lying. And yeah, so it's a truffle lobster mac and cheese is $30 normal. And they had a side option that didn't have lobster, so just truffle mac and cheese for $12.
Okay.
So like, and this side option, what I thought was like a similar, like I said, like that was to me almost like a starter. I got 2 starters. So it's kind of going, yeah, it's what you're saying, Kelly, that like starters, sides, splitting are all really good ideas and can help.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. I had an idea from something. Well, we attempted to do it. It didn't quite pan out for the other podcast meet, and it was supposed to be a progressive water taxi dinner, and I think that could be fun. Of course, I was turned into a walking one because, hey ho, the water taxis were taken down for renovations. That was fun. So depending on what you wanted, you could do that. And that also means you can pick and choose your budget. Yep. But while I was thinking about that then, I realised that you could do a kind of little cheaper fun version in the parks and graze your way around. Maybe even challenge yourselves to how low can we actually get a grazing meal for, if you like going around different snack bars and getting appetizers and things. You could even challenge yourself, how cheap can we actually do this but end up with a substantial meal?
I prefer grazing, especially in the parks if it's hot and I'm riding rides.
Yeah.
Like it's actually how I prefer spending the day. So yeah.
When I was there for Mardi Gras, that really was the first time that I had, we didn't do any sit down meals. We didn't do any big things. It was like, snack ride, snack show, try this, go do that, try this, go to the parade, that sort of thing. And I felt pretty great by the end of the day, other than being very full by the end of the day. I didn't ever feel like, oh my gosh, I have this giant meal sitting in my stomach sort of thing.
Yeah.
See, my problem is I'm a grazer, but I could eat a full meal for every grazing session.
You too, Tracy. I'm the same way.
Hey, we did the kitchen sink challenge a few years ago, and we're all rolling back to the parks. And I got halfway back and I went, my stomach just growled.
I'm still hungry.
Because I failed and fell into a food coma, into a beanbag, and laid there for an hour. And as we walked in, I was really embarrassed about it. I was like, I've just eaten all of that food and I'm hungry. Fun times.
I'm right there with you, Tracy.
Good.
Good stuff.
Yes.
All right. For our dessert, we ate so much at the restaurant and had such a great day celebrating that we wanted to take a piece of Universal home with us. We wanted to offer some tips and tricks on bringing a tasty treat home for you and loved ones. And we have all different versions of bringing home. So some of us fly, some of us are, a few minutes away from the park.
Yeah.
So we'll have some tips and tricks for everyone. We'll start with Kelly. What are some of your favorite to-go food souvenirs?
So I think for me, it depends on where home is at that moment, of if I'm visiting family in Florida over the summer and I'm just coming from 2.5 hours away versus whether I'm like leaving the park and getting into an Uber to the airport sort of thing, which is what I did in my February trip. And that's probably the most often one that I do. But if I am staying local to Orlando, my favorite thing to take home with me is Voodoo Donuts, because donuts are such a special, rare treat for me. Like I'm starting to maybe find, I think there's one donut shop in St. Louis that has one vegan donut on Saturdays only or things like that. But I don't get donuts very often as a treat. But because I don't eat a lot of sweet stuff, I'm not going to sit there and eat 2 or 3 donuts for breakfast. I would feel really, really sick if I did that. But if I'm staying local-ish, if I'm going to end up in Florida the next day, I like to get a couple different donuts to bring home with me. As far as if I'm going right back to Missouri, there's not a lot. I think I'm sure someone else will talk about this, but I've brought some little Harry Potter treats to friends' kids and things like that. But a quick story from Mardi Gras this time. So I think I shared last time that I got my first beignets and was just like a child covered in powdered sugar, like walking around the parks. And I ate, I think like 3 of them and had 2 left over. And I stuck them in my bag and kind of forgot about it. And then I was there in the park that whole day, then did exactly what I just said, got in an Uber, like picked up my luggage from the hotel, went straight to the airport and flew home. And I've started taking later flights on the night that I leave so that I have a full park day as much as possible on my last day of my trip, because my trips are usually a lot shorter just due to my ability to take time off of work and things like that. But so I know there's risk involved in that. And sure enough, my like 8:00 flight on a Monday night turned into a 9:30 flight. And then by the time I landed in St. Louis, they only had 1 shuttle running to the parking lots. So they had 1 bus for all 4 parking lots. So but it was like 1:15 in the morning by the time I got back to my apartment, and was just trying to get some, and I had to go teach the next morning. So I was like, I'm starving and I'm trying to get my bag ready to go to work the next day. And so I'm pulling my, wallet and everything out of my park bag that I'd been using earlier that day. And I found my last 2 beignets. And so here I am, like 1,000 miles and 12 hours later, was like, there's no way these will be good. And then Shelby, I thought of you and was like, I'll stick them in the microwave for a second. So here it is, like 1:30 in the morning. And I microwaved my last 2 beignets that I'd bought in a theme park 1,000 miles away earlier that day. And I ate them before I went to bed, and it was perfect and like the perfect end to my trip. So
that's amazing.
That was unexpected because I honestly forgot they were in my bag until I pulled my wallet out. It's like, oh, look, I've got 2 more beignets. And it made me really happy and was the perfect end to a stressful end of my trip. So it came full circle there.
Kelly, I just have a quick question for you.
Yes.
What's your favorite vegan voodoo donut?
Just the plain glazed, honestly.
Plain glazed? The plain glazed is really good.
Yeah, that one's good.
Sometimes the other ones just have too much going on.
Yeah. I like the Oreo one, but that's like full on commitment.
Yeah.
I prefer the plain glazed or just the one with the icing and the sprinkles on top.
Love it. Same. Plain donuts are good sometimes.
I agree.
Shelby, what is your favorite go-to? And
right.
you are a little closer. So
my take home is a little easier than you guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
My take home depends on what time of year it is typically. So right now during Mardi Gras, I've been going and getting the chocolate bourbon pecan pies. I don't know why they call it a pie. It's basically a candy bar. It's kind of like a Snickers. It's really fantastic.
You're selling this one to me.
Kelly, if you still want me to get you one, I will.
I mean, I'm not going to be there till June, if not July. Like, if you want to keep it in your freezer for me all that time,
I'll wrap it up.
Forever indebted to you.
Kayla and Tracy, do you also want one? I mean, I don't know, Tracy, when you'll get it. But,
I know. It could be next year.
I could keep it for you. It might be all right next year.
You could get one, and then if it gets to have been there, then you'll have to enjoy it for me.
There you go.
Bonus.
So yeah, it's basically a candy bar. So you can get that at Croissant Moon Bakery before 4:00, and then at San Francisco Pastry Company. So it's at both. Typically, like when it's not Mardi Gras, my favorite item will be the double chocolate chunk brownie, which it's available in a lot of areas in the park too. Both of those locations I just mentioned, you can get them from there. And then right now, I don't know what happened with this, but during the holidays, they had brought in this vegan croissant, and they're just calling it vegan croissant, which sounds plain, but it's actually a chocolate praline croissant. So the top of it has chocolate chips in it, and then the middle is stuffed with chocolate praline. And it's probably one of the best things that I've ever eaten, especially as a croissant, because the elderberry is good, but this thing like blows the vegan elderberry croissant out of the water. And I love chocolate, so I'm here for it. And all of a sudden, a couple weeks ago, I was at the park and I just happened to stop in, and it was back. Like they had gotten rid of it during when the holidays ended, and all of a sudden it was back. And I don't remember doing this, but I screamed in the restaurant. And my current husband was like, well, you're lucky this place wasn't full because everybody would have ducked. And I was like, I'm sorry. I got really excited about this croissant. I never thought I would see it again. And
That's
so
amazing.
it's back. And then on occasion, I have been known to get a vegan berry crepe and then drive home with it. But that was more rare. These other items are easier to carry out of the park. Sometimes you have to do a double plate on top of the plate to carry stuff home. And then Croissant Moon has to-go boxes. So that makes it a little bit easier. But those are my items.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
It's funny because
They
I'm not
are.
a chocolate lover, but I do like brownie, which is really bizarre. I know.
What?
I
That
know.
is interesting.
I know. Like,
It's like-
the most chocolatey thing you can get.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The most chocolatey thing.
Yeah.
You should try this one, Tracy. I
yes.
think you'd like it.
Definitely. And that the chocolate praline, because that's out. That's
I hope it sticks
yeah.
around. I
So do I.
don't know why it's back because it was a seasonal item. It was an item that they said they had at the Grinch character breakfast, which I had some friends go and they weren't offered it, even though the Grinch character breakfast was connected to Croissant Moon because it was in Confisco. I was like, why can't they just walk behind the counter and just grab a croissant? But anyway, that is besides the point. I don't know why it's back. So I don't know if it's like a limited time thing or if it's permanent. I don't know.
just
But
enjoy
people
it.
should go buy them while they can.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. So that's shall be going in 3 or 4
I know.
times a
I
day.
say Shelby's going in every day.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you guys something. When the holidays were ending, I went on one day and I took my backpack and I had plastic bags in it, like Ziploc bags. So I went in and I bought 3 and I stuffed them in my backpack. Oh no, sorry, I bought 4. I lied. I bought 4. I stuffed 3 in my backpack and I ate 1.
Yes.
It's a sickness, guys. It's really bad. But I was like, these are going to be gone potentially forever.
Mhm.
So I got to eat them while I can.
I agree.
If anyone doubts these hosts' commitment to this podcast and the
Seriously.
commitment to our craft of eating, circle back to this episode about
For real.
smuggling beignets in an airplane and
Yeah, and me driving down I-4
Bringing
with
a
a crepe in my
backpack.
hand. And a backpack, like
carrying a backpack full of croissants.
we're dedicated to the food here. That's for sure.
All right, Tracy,
Yes.
what about you?
Mine's quite
What do
brief.
you bring home?
Yeah. If I'm going back to the hotel, if that's temporary home, something I keep threatening to do is I want to take a slice of the kitchen sink cake home because I've never got to finish it. I've never got to actually enjoy it because it's been a time challenge. However, it's $48 a slice, so that's probably never going to happen.
Yeah.
How long do you get to eat it when you do that challenge?
The burger, fries, cake,
Oh,
ice cream, deep fried pickle.
Whoa.
And
Wait, deep fried pickle?
Yeah, and
It doesn't
strawberries.
Vegan, but I'm
It
there
doesn't
for it.
exist anymore, though.
Oh,
No, it doesn't. So you can
right?
buy them and do it yourself, but it was 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not a lot of
No, some people have done it though.
wow.
I think
Good on them.
6 minutes was the record.
6?
Yep, I
What?
have. Yep. No.
Can you name the items again? It was like 5 things.
There's a very large burger with a deep fried pickle, an 8-layer wedge of cake that is as big as my head, a scoop of ice cream, and strawberries.
And a pound of French fries.
And French
A
fries,
pound.
yes. A pound.
And someone ate that in 6 minutes?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm amazed.
Yeah. I've attempted that twice and failed twice.
How far did you get?
The first time we did it, I'm officially the first female to ever attempt it. And
Look at you, Tracy.
yes,
I didn't know that.
Setting records and stuff.
I know.
Love it.
And when we'd all failed and they'd taken our plates away, somebody came out and said to me, "By the way, you ate more than the guys."
Oh, nice.
So I was like, "I failed, but I win."
I'm so proud to be your friend.
Same.
Yeah,
I was anyway, but yeah,
I know.
definitely not.
And then everything went wrong last time, and I just failed miserably.
Oh,
But yeah, to be honest, we usually end our day on City Walk eating a meal, so taking something back to the hotel room isn't really a thing we've thought of. I thought about voodoo donuts, but we're kind of over those. And this is the only thing I could think of that I would make an effort to take back to the hotel. But if I was flying home, because actually Lee came up with this one. We see people flying home with boxes of Krispy Kremes and voodoo donuts and Dunkin' Donuts. People always seem to take trays of donuts home. And Lee went, oh, it's a shame we couldn't take Cinnabon home. I went, why couldn't we?
Oh,
Yeah.
So I'm
why couldn't
taking the biggest box of Cinnabon home. Jurassic Park bug lollies, because they're for gifts. Let's freak people out. And so, something I'm going to actually get next time I'm there. In Toothsome, they do the lovely boxes of chocolates, like the individual chocolates that you select yourself. So I want a chocolate selection from Toothsome.
there you
That's
go.
a good one.
Yeah, but to be honest, we tend to just put a Walmart order in and take home like 1 million Butterfingers, because that's my thing. It's just, yeah, we tend to take Walmart goodies home instead of Universal ones. Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So I also fly home, a shorter flight, but I still fly. And I typically only have a personal item. Sometimes I'll have a carry-on.
Mhm.
So when I go, well, actually, if I go with or without my husband, we always get a chocolate frog. So if I go without him, I will pick one up. If we go together, we'll get one. And we get a dark chocolate frog, which I don't know. Some people still don't know exist. So if you like dark chocolate, they have dark chocolate frogs. We really like them. They're not the best chocolate we've ever had, but they're good enough. And we like getting the trading card, and it's fun as a Harry Potter fan to get the frog. Also, friend that I went with that loves Harry Potter was getting some gifts for people that like help like with her child and stuff, and she got Birdie Bot's beans and chocolate frogs, which I think now, like, again, like seeing the future of if we're getting gifts for people, if say they like help out and watch our child if we go on a trip or something, it was nice to think about those kind of options, and that Birdie Bot's beans are really easy to get and easy to pack and are really fun, and yes, can be really disgusting, but for a Harry Potter fan especially, it's like really, really fun. My funny story, my husband loves Christmas, and I went on a girls' trip without him, and it was like I always miss him. I always want him there, but especially with Christmas, it was really hard. So I wanted to get him a really nice gift, and they had the chocolate bombs at Chocolate Emporium, and they had the Grinch one, but I was like, number one, for like traveling, I thought it'd be better to get it from Chocolate Emporium. I thought they'd have more stuff, which they did. And then two, that I thought Chocolate Emporium would have a more adult, like really good chocolate bomb that would be special. So I was like, hey, can I get this? I'm going to fly with this. So they gave me this container that like held the little ball, and I named it Ruby. She was red. And then I filmed her traveling and like going through security and like all this stuff. And she made it. So she made it. And then we were in the truck, and I'm like, oh my God, she made it. And then I dropped her, and she didn't break.
Whoa.
I'm like,
Oh,
I know. But like I dropped her, like she flew, and she still survived.
That's
And
amazing.
I don't know if it was like the work that went into getting her home, of like checking in on her and whatever. But I really thought that chocolate bomb was exactly what I thought it would be. And like getting it from Chocolate Emporium was a more elevated chocolate bomb. So that's my plug for the chocolate bomb. But you have to watch her and name her and make sure she doesn't break.
Is that a new tradition?
And they're always running these fudge specials, which I want to try the fudge. And they had a king cake fudge
Ooh.
for for Mardi Gras, and I love king cake, and I can never have it gluten-free. And I didn't ask for the ingredient list because I couldn't get it. Like, I couldn't bring it home because I didn't have a Ziploc bag. So next time, I'm going to ask and make sure it's gluten-free, and then I'll report back. But I really wanted to bring home some fudge.
And next time, let me know if you need a Ziploc bag, because I carry them usually.
I always have Ziploc bags are a great thing. They're like a very multi-tool thing. As far as like, I mean, if you're going on a water ride, like you can throw your phone and your wallet into a Ziploc bag, or if it starts to rain all of a sudden, you never know when you're going to need a Ziploc bag. That's
true.
I've got a lot of them with me at all times.
You never know when you're going to need a Ziploc bag. If we sell merch ever, that's going to be a shirt.
You never know.
Brilliant.
All right. Well, we hope we gave you some ideas on how to celebrate a special occasion at our favorite place. Time to wrap things up. And as always, we'd like to extend an invitation for you to connect with us. There's plenty of room at the table of friends, and we'd love to hear from you.
You can find the podcast on all the usual podcast platforms, and please subscribe, rate, and review wherever you can. Find us on Facebook at Taste of Universal, on Instagram at Taste of Universal Podcast, and follow Shelby on Instagram at Universal Orlando Vegans. All one word.
And you can email all your questions and comments to thetasteofuniversal@gmail.com. For all your other Universal news and content, go and listen to our network host, Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
As well as the other podcasts on the network, Rush of Fear for your year-round Halloween Horror Nights news, reviews and chat, and the Theme Park Duo for coverage of everything West Coast. Please like, subscribe and rate them all.
We hope you enjoyed the 4th episode of The Taste of Universal. Our next episode will be out on May 8th, but until then, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to tip your server.